Happy Tuesday. I am so glad that you're here. Today I want to talk about a Facebook reel or a Instagram reel that was sent over to me by a friend. It was talking about the hummingbird and the vulture. So there's this hummingbird and this vulture. They both were in a desert. One was seeking out, or they both were hungry, and they wanted something to eat. So the vulture had his eyes out looking for death and decay because he knew that if he could find a carcass, that was the kind of food that nourished his body. The hummingbird was looking for flowers because it knew that it needed to draw the nectar out of the life-giving flowers in order to nourish its body. So the point of the whole story was, if you're looking for death and destruction, so the vulture looked around and he saw what he needed. He saw the carcass. He went and he ate and he was satisfied. The hummingbird looked all around, saw the flower, got the nectar, and was satisfied. So the moral of the story is that whatever you're looking for, whether it's death and destruction, negativity, you will find it. If you're looking for life and joy and peace, you will find it. So everyone has the same, well, lots of us have similar circumstances. I don't want to say we all have the same circumstances, but circumstances happen to everybody. You can have two different people and they can see the same circumstance from two different ways. This goes back to that choice that God gives us in Deuteronomy 30. And I looked it up and I wanted to read it to you. It's Deuteronomy 30, verse 19. And it says, "This day I call the heavens and the earth as witnesses against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life so that you and your children may live, and that you may love the Lord your God, listen to his voice, and hold fast to him." So like we talked about in a video a couple months ago, we talked about the fact that complaining leaves a legacy. So if I choose to complain, and if that's something that I'm known for, then that's going to be a habit that will be integrated into my family, and more than likely my kids will have that same habit. My kids will pick up that habit from me. So it could be considered a generational curse. It could be considered a generational habit. But either way, it's not good. So in Deuteronomy 30:19, we're given the opportunity to choose life or choose death. And it says, choose life because so that you and your children may live, and that you may love the Lord your God, listen to his voice, and hold fast to him. So when we choose life, when we choose positive words, or when we choose life-giving words, then we are leaving a legacy of life to our children. We are like that hummingbird in the desert who's looking for the flower that's alive and healthy and robust, that's going to satisfy and nourish its body. We have the choice that we could be like the vulture, looking for the carcasses and the death and decay, and let that nourish our body. We are unlike vultures, though. We do not have their kind of body system. So death and decay, negative words, they're going to affect us. And they're going to not just affect us, but they're going to affect everybody around us. So once again, the encouragement for today is we have a choice. We can choose life or we can choose death. And we are going to find what we're actively looking for. So do we want to be more like the hummingbird looking for life, or do we want to be like the vulture looking for death? If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you would subscribe, I would appreciate it. And I would love it even more if you would share it with your friends. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Check out the links below and have a great, and I will talk to you next week.